Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our student speaker, David Taliaferro, Department of Organization and Leadership.
Good afternoon, Teachers College. Welcome, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, friends and families, and congratulations to my fellow graduates, the TC class of 2016. I believe I speak for my fellow graduates when I say that today is not only a celebration, but a moment of reflection. So I hope you don't mind if I take this opportunity to explore what my time at TC has meant. I believe my recollections may resonate for many of you as well. Diversity can mean many things, not just countries or cultures, but also very different life experiences. Creating a diverse community of learners has always been a cornerstone of TC. For that, I am humbled and grateful to stand before you today to tell you what the learning in this diverse community of students, faculty, and staff has done for me. Each of you has played a part in rekindling my spirit for learning in an atmosphere that has allowed for shared thought and opinion amongst a seemingly endless range of backgrounds and expertise. So how did I, a tactical officer from the United States Merchant Marine Academy and veteran of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, come to study change leadership on West 120th Street and Broadway? I'm glad you asked. As in most major life decisions, I arrived at TC in a roundabout way. After my deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan and several years working in the maritime industry, I went to work at the Merchant Marine Academy hoping to leverage my experiences to serve as a mentor for the midshipmen. Very early in my time at the Academy, I recognized that experience alone was not going to be enough to help me make the impact I wanted. I needed to change myself in order to take up my new role. In canvassing the available options, I was fortunate that my colleagues at the United States Military Academy, West Point, pointed me towards TC. And while discovering TC, I came across a unique program that seemed especially salient for my desire to balance my role as a service member and an educator. That program, known as the Executive Masters in Change Leadership, or XMA, provided an environment where I could make sense of my own experiences and subsequently facilitate my midshipmen to do the same. Working with my XMA colleagues from organizations and businesses around the world has been life-changing. In the course of learning a great deal about leadership, organization development, and change, I discovered that change and diversity were linked. I saw how valuable diversity was in the challenging back and forth needed for individual and organizational change. In the end, I appreciated that leading this kind of change was messy, but a transformative process. Many of the lessons flew in the face of my military training. As a service member, we learned to put personal needs at arm's length in order to accomplish the mission at hand, to promote teamwork and personal sacrifice above all. XMA taught me something very different, that working towards change is both an intellectual and an emotional journey which requires focus at the individual level. Those lessons have changed the way I lead my midshipmen and will influence my return to active duty this fall for my 4th overseas deployment. As TC graduates, we are all now traveling into uncharted waters, and for that, I offer the following nautical reference as some assistance. Perhaps the most romantic idea of being out at sea is the art and science of navigating by the celestial bodies, namely the stars. As a navigator, you learn to count on the stars as a frame of reference, without which you would be lost. Whether a ship moving through the ocean or an organization negotiating a transformative change, determining where you are in the process is dependent on your ability to reference the stars or the diverse opinions in your organization. As a navigator, if you only reference certain stars of one part of the sky, it is very difficult to determine the position of your vessel against your course. The objective is to achieve a 3-star fix, a perfect pinwheel of references to provide your ship, your organization, your community with the most accurate position. Prior to my time at TC as a leader, I struggled as a community navigator. I tended to look at the stars I've been familiar with all my life. Though I had seen millions of other stars, I stuck to looking for the ones I was most comfortable referencing. At TC, I learned not only to navigate towards a more accurate position, but learned the excitement of seeking out new stars and become a more effective leader and change agent. The other lesson I take with me is lifelong learning is just that, for life. So when today seems like a faded memory, we have to remind ourselves of the journey on which lifelong learning takes us, and that even in the darkest moments, the stars will be there to guide us. So find your 3-star fix, set your course, and remember the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you, Teachers College, and congratulations to my fellow navigators.